This is a moment that makes headlines and sends PR teams into panic mode. Dame Helen Mirren, an Oscar-winning titan known for her razor-sharp wit and majestic composure, took a torch to Meghan Markle's relentless self-promotion machine during a heated appearance on The Graham Norton Show. Without mincing words, she declared, "She's good at her game," a scathing line so loaded it cut deeper than any tabloid headline. The room went still. This wasn't playful banter. It was a cold, calculated blow from a woman who has seen real royalty up close and clearly had enough of Meghan's constant theatrics. A PR machine that never switches off. For years, Meghan Markle has operated like a walking billboard for her own curated brand of modern royalty, a blend of Hollywood glitz, royal proximity, and perpetual grievance. But beneath the filtered Instagram posts and Netflix documentaries lies a tireless PR apparatus so overactive it's become both exhausting and painfully transparent. From Vanity Fair covers to orchestrated pap walks in Montecito, from staged photo ops at Uvalde to high-production podcast flops, Markle has turned every moment into a performance, every appearance into a pitch, and every setback into a soundbite. Helen Mirren's comment, "She's good at her game," was no compliment. It was a precision strike, a subtle dismantling of Meghan's narcissistic marketing strategy masquerading as social activism. Dame Helen, who famously portrayed Queen Elizabeth II with more dignity than Meghan ever extended to the institution, knew exactly what she was saying, and so did the audience. From actress to activist, or just acting? It's no secret that Meghan Markle's transition from D-list actress to duchess came with an obsessive desire to rebrand herself as a global humanitarian. But the problem isn't just that it's all so obviously performative, it's that it's also painfully self-serving. Let's look at the facts. Archetypes, her Spotify podcast, was cancelled after one season, with Spotify executives reportedly branding the Sussexes as grifters. Her Netflix projects, including Live to Lead and Harry and Meghan, were widely panned as narcissistic and repetitive, offering little more than recycled royal trauma packaged for mass consumption. Her recent Uvalde photo op, where she conveniently showed up to honor the victims of the school shooting without any official invitation, was widely condemned as opportunistic and exploitative. And let's not forget the notorious pap walk in New York City, where she and Harry claimed a near-catastrophic car chase with paparazzi, only for NYPD sources to debunk the drama, noting there was no risk to the public. Every appearance is a brand push. Every tragedy is an opportunity. Every perceived slight is a publicity boost. Helen Mirren's dry remark captured what millions have been thinking. Meghan's not playing the long game for change, she's playing the media game for clout. Perhaps the most galling aspect of Meghan's PR empire is how effectively it has weaponized victimhood. Time and again, she presents herself as a casualty of the British press, of the monarchy, of societal racism, of the patriarchy. And yet, time and again, her actions reveal a savvy operator leveraging public sympathy for personal gain. Let's not forget her bombshell Oprah interview, where she lobbed accusations of royal racism, suicidal ideation, and palace neglect, all while wearing a $4,700 Armani dress in a California mansion. The interview, lacking evidence and context, ignited a global media storm, damaging royal reputations and yet conveniently cementing Meghan's role as the misunderstood heroine in her own fairy tale. But as months turned to years, the public began to notice something. The same woman who claimed she wanted privacy now seemed unable to stop talking about herself. From magazine interviews to staged documentary confessionals, Meghan's presence has been inescapable, not as a changemaker, but as the main character in every room she enters. Mirren's subtle burn may well become a defining line in the unraveling of Meghan's manufactured image. It wasn't loud. It wasn't cruel. It was cold, elegant truth delivered from a woman who's not just portrayed royalty, but embodied it. In a post-show segment, audience insiders claimed Mirren elaborated, noting that some people mistake exposure for influence. A brutal truth. Because for all Meghan's visibility, her actual impact remains debatable. Unlike Princess Diana, whose legacy was grounded in tangible causes, or Queen Elizabeth II, who commanded respect through quiet endurance, Meghan Markle's activism feels shallow, built on speaking gigs, stylized brand launches, and paparazzi games. Ironically, Meghan's own words may have predicted her downfall. In Harry and Meghan, she ranted about an invisible contract between the monarchy and the media. Yet in the United States, it's clear she's inked her own very visible contract with talent agencies, PR firms, streaming platforms, and corporate sponsors, all in service of maintaining her spotlight. She has reportedly signed with WME, one of the most powerful agencies in Hollywood, and is allegedly eyeing political ambitions, fashion ventures, and content production under her American Riviera Orchard label. This is not the quiet life she claimed to want. This is not retreat from the limelight. This is a high-gloss, meticulously managed campaign to remain relevant no matter how vapid the messaging becomes. Meghan's PR strategy is failing and the world knows it. Perhaps the most damning evidence of all? The simple fact that the more Meghan talks, the less people care. Polls show her popularity has plummeted on both sides of the Atlantic. Her Netflix content receives lukewarm reception. Even media outlets once enamored with her now hedge their praise. The Markle brand, built on grievance and glamour, is buckling under the weight of its own artificiality. Dame Helen's comment was the kind of razor-sharp critique that only works when it cuts through to a fundamental truth. Meghan Markle is good at her game, yes, but that game has limits. And the audience is tired of playing along. Helen Mirren's roast may have been brief, but its impact is seismic. When a figure of such gravitas and grace steps forward to break the polite silence surrounding Meghan's exhausting self-promotion, it signals a shift. People are ready to move on. The world wants substance, not stunts, depth, not drama. For Meghan, that's the real crisis. Because when the PR curtain falls and there's no narrative left to control, what remains? A woman clinging to a brand that's rapidly losing its shine and a public that has finally had enough.